Hello everyone and welcome to today's discussion on we're on YouTube now. And what's coming up for me, it's really interesting because I've got two conversations of two women that are just not business people. And there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to be a stay-at-home mom or being sensitive on topics to cry and be annoying. If you're just going to be that, like if that's your small game of life, then that's fine because you're not going to affect other people. However, if you're going to go onto a platform and cry your little eyes out because the world's such a horrible place, however, you're the problem of why the world is such a horrible place because you're not a strong person. You're not a strong person who effectively makes a difference for the world. You actually cause the hindrance of success for others by showing up at a Art Basel conference where you cry your little eyes out because the world's such a traumatizing, traumatic place. That's called weakness. Then in the next breath, you're going to say that you're speaking to an entrepreneur. You're speaking to an entrepreneur who gives advice on people who want to be entrepreneurs in business. The truth of what we're seeing is people who shouldn't be owning businesses. They should be learning about business and working for someone else. That is a key point in this whole conversation of this video that I'm making for you today is most of you want to be your number one because you want to do whatever you want to do and control people. Controlling people with your tears, your gluttonous behavior, and your private parts to get what you want in the form of money, sex, and whatever provocative business that you're operating. That's low-level thought processes, and it distinguishes and extinguishes the advancement of society in the form of helping other people, which you're sitting on a platform crying about. Those are the Democrats who point their fingers in other directions and say they're the fault, that's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. And then they say, why are you being so mean? But they're the ones that are mean. No, you need to learn how to stay in your lane, in your own space, and figure your own self out and not spew your tears and your garbage all over everybody else. The video I'm speaking to is a video that Gary Vaynerchuk posted about a girl at Art Basel who is wiping her tears away because life is so hard for people. The world is such a dark place. And honestly, I can't even remember the advice that he gave her, but the compassion and the empathy is like Puke City. But guess what you have to do with a woman like that? You have to be Puke City with her. And guess what? I've commented several times on the video telling her what a piece of crap she is, to where she continuously emails him about garbage, making me the concern when the reality is all she's ever doing is calling herself out and trying to get another piece of viral content. See, they think that making a piece of content of a fit check is ample opportunity for you as an audience to be entertained and to succeed. They think an entrepreneur is someone who does a fit check and shows what outfit they decided to pull out of their closet while they wear a black hat and walk down the street and model while they proclaim themselves to be a physician. That's what they think women think entrepreneur is. And then they want to cry on a pedestal to irritate the hell out of all of us and not be able to have real conversations because they ain't got nothing to talk about, but they sure do got a wet vagina that actually gets them into the position where they then later on in life, which is what we saw with Weinstein, they then decide, well, I changed my mind. I actually changed my mind. I didn't really want to do that because you didn't give me the role in the movie that I wanted. So now I'm going to take you to court because the government said that you're not going to make movies anymore and they don't like the fact that you support human and we want what we want. So now we're going to take you to court. And that's actually how politics works. So this dirty game of corruption streams all the way down to the low levels of the darkest of the dark of prostitutes that literally look like the little girl who's a drug addict. She smokes way too much weed. She's a party animal. She's slothful. She's lazy. I know those type of women. She lives in that fantasy land of meditation and yoga practice. You know, those granola style types. Those are not entrepreneurs. Those are granolas. They deserve and belong in the fucking mountain. They deserve and belong to live in the mountain where nobody has to deal with them. Where they grow their own crops and they leave us all the fuck alone, and maybe occasionally they show us farming their land or whatever the fuck they're up to, but they definitely sure as fuck don't belong in business. However, she thinks that she's entitled to, because guess how old she is? 23, and look at how hot she is, and she'll spread her legs in a heartbeat. Now let's move on to the other video that we just saw, because this is all very relevant when it comes to women in business and how wishy-washy and how insecure and how they're not capable of leading. However, there they go on another platform looking like fucking fools while other women say, wow, be successful as a woman in business, but only if you say what I want you to say. Only if you tell me what I want to hear, and then I'll bully the shit out of you. Everybody will keep their mouths shut. We'll all fluff our asses and fluff talk each other. Nothing will get accomplished, and look at where we are in marketing. Some of the worst fucking commercials that have ever fucking existed, and nothing but judgment while you fuck out your mouth. You say, don't judge other people. Oh, Peg Moore, don't judge other people. I have you on video in front of me in line where you were purposely plotted and placed to try to sabotage my business. That is called collusion. It's called an undercover operation, bitch. Do you mind if I get in front of her in line? Mona Van said it was cool. Yeah, sure, go right ahead. She'll handle it just fine. We're undercover. Because her business is my business. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to close my business down because Peg Moore, you ain't got nothing to fucking offer. The truth about the Democrat system across the entire board is none of them have anything to offer. And so it baffles my brain how you could even think to support Biden or think to support AOC. Oh no, it's just a fucking brain fart of a seduction of a wet pussy that you think you want, except when you actually stand in front of it, it smells like rotten crotch. Moving on to the woman about the Big Bird lamp, which is another video that consistently shows up. I love that Big Bird lamp, by the way. However, the fact that it's her lamp makes me not want to love that lamp. The fact that she goes back on her word shows that she has no integrity when it comes to her existence at all. Because your word is your word is bond, and if you don't stand by your word, you aren't up to much of anything at all. Very much a prominent point when we talk about the election debate this evening, meaning if you're not a man of your word, then you should not be president. We literally are watching Joe Biden not be a man of his word. Your job is what you put your hand on that Bible, you raised your hand and you said, I am willing to protect this country. However, you're not a man of your word because the day you signed up to be president and were on that pedestal, you opened up the borders and you killed Americans. That's on your shoulders. That means you're not a man of your word. That means anyone supporting you are not people of your word. And that right there should let you know he is not one you want to vote for because you do not know what else he's capable of. However, we do know he's willing to send billions of your dollars while you sit there with your hands up your ass. You say, oh, well, I guess that's money that was just sitting in a pot. Now that's your Social Security. That's your welfare checks. That's your, how are you going to lower rent? How are you going to lower rent? Now you're talking about lowering rent, but not speaking to the fact that you raise the price of gas and you raise the price of groceries. Then you come back and you say you're going to lower those costs. So now you're going to take money out of the American people's pocket who own homes that have rental properties to create, what do they call that in New York City where they cap out your rent? They cap out the rent. What is that called? Rent control. Rent control. None of which what you're saying makes any fucking sense. However, for some reason, you keep getting these people off of your provocative vaginas, from Kim Kardashian to Kamala Harris. You really fall for that shit? You cannot be serious that you're still falling for this shit. You cannot actually be in this space of suffering and act like you're enjoying watching Mona Van wear those fucking nasty outfits and behave like that when she is not American. You cannot be serious that you trust in Melissa Wood. You cannot be serious to trust women. You cannot be serious that watching Scarlett Johansson in a movie actually interests you. It's annoying as shit. You cannot be serious that you're going to listen to what Lady Gaga has to say when she literally is a fucking whack job who wears meat to a award show. No matter what your intention behind the political status of being a piece of meat, you put yourself there. You made up the dances, you made up the outfits, you made the decision, and you made the choice to get up on the stage and to perform. So it's on your shoulders, not anybody else's. So that piece of meat is on you, which means you came up with the idea of the outfit. You came up with the idea of the outfit. You went on stage and you showed everybody that you were mentally ill. Meanwhile, you all created docuseries, whether it be Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga or any of the other dumbasses that created these stupid videos of how boring their fucking lives are. You do understand that they have nothing in their brain and that everybody literally waits on them hand and foot. They literally would not know what to do if they had to cook an egg for themselves. Yet they're trying to tell you how to balance out your emotions. Go ask Lady Gaga to mow a lawn. She wouldn't even know how to start the lawnmower. And it would be a push button. That is a pathetic existence. And letting you know that Lady Gaga went to school with Paris Hilton and that other bitch, Kim Kardashian. Surprise, Lady Gaga comes from money. See, they want you to forget all about the past of who they used to be when they were young children and what they went through and their trauma of Beverly Hills 90210. While they created trouble for the rest of us, while they lived in the labs of luxury and had silver spoons up their ass called Billionaires Row. They don't know how to brush their hair. They don't know how to put makeup on. They don't even know how to sit in quiet. Well, they teach you about meditation. Literally watching Mona Van sit in meditation is the most awkward shit you'll ever see. That's why she has to watch and listen to EDM music, because you don't meditate with music. You meditate in silence. That is the whole fucking point. Moving back over to the Big Bird stupid ass lamp lady, knows Gary Vaynerchuk is in the lobby, in the land of her land or whatever the fuck it is. She's got a lamp for sale. A lamp that he'll probably make $35 off of. He says, I want to buy the lamp. How much? She says, what did she say, 20 bucks? No, I'm not going to pay 20 bucks. Well, now she wants to wheel and deal, but she's not good at wheeling and dealing. So she changes her mind because she wants to keep the lamp because she thinks it's going to be worth $600. The problem with this conversation is what I'm about to say now. A man, this is actually a really good conversation for those of you who want to wheel and deal your shit when you're selling it and you're trying to get rid of it. This is how greedy you all are. A man has 1,000 videotapes, VHSs, in his attic that his wife is like, get these fucking things out of here. Gary Vaynerchuk rolls up. He wants to create a business. He's a young kid. The guy's got money. He has memories of all these movies, which is fucking awesome. Then Gary says, well, I can't really, how about I give you, how much for all of them, he says. He says, how about $100? Gary says, I can't pay that. He says, how about 20? I think he said 20. Maybe he said 100. No, he said 20. Gets home, looks up on eBay, and the first movie he finds is is $28 on eBay. Guess how many tapes he still has in his attic? What, 80, 800? So now the problem is Gary's problem. And now that lady still has that lamp sitting in her garage that nobody wants to buy. Because Gary built his life off brand and she just built her life off bitch. So now some little kid who could have a Big Bird lamp, who would have spent $35 on a Big Bird lamp, no longer gets to enjoy a Big Bird lamp because some bitch has it in her fucking garage. However, she said she wanted to get rid of it, but then she heard it was worth money, and so then she changed her mind. Because somebody else wanted it. Literally happens with stuff, but it also happens with people too. You want to believe that if I turned my back on Gary Vaynerchuk and started looking in other directions, you all would not look two farts over at Gary V, and Mona Van would lose interest in him. She doesn't even like him. The only reason that she's interested in anything associated to that is because I gave it the attention that he deserved because I'm actually in love with him. Yet you can, in your mind, get around the emotion of how fucking disgusting that shit is. Because she's so fucking fart nasty. And that's how people actually work in business. It's how they work in relationships. And it's why the world doesn't fucking work. So while you sit on your little pedestals and you speak to some fucking garbage shit about love and peace and all that fucking bullshit, that's a fucking straight up fucking lie, Kamala Harris. Because every fucking post is about love. And then the next post in the post is about how Donald Trump did this to you. Donald Trump did this to you. No, bitch, you're the fucking president, bitch. You're the vice president, bitch. You're the one who's actually the one who makes the fucking laws. And you're just not fucking good at your job because everything you fucking say is nothing but garbage. And the fact that AOC can stand there and say that she could get a man to guide you as an audience tells you that she's trying to guide all of you as in sheep. I'm going to tell you how politics and business actually work is there are actions and then there are results. There are plans. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going for this. Do you agree with this? Then you have to do this, this, and this. This is a new idea that I'd like to run by you all because the results will bring you this, 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 and this. Sorry that you don't like it. It helps those people over there. It just shows that you're fucking greedy. I'm the fucking leader. You're going to listen to what I fucking say because I've been in this business for a long time and I went to fucking Wharton. And that's how leadership actually works. Well, you run along and you do your fucking shitty ass crybaby shit on Entrepreneur and you live a low level life making decent money where you get food on your table, shelter over your head, and you buy decent shit and have yard sales and have fun with your fucking life. No, but that's not what you all fucking want. You all want the big fucking bag like Alex Earl, who's a piece of fucking shit, who's teaching you how to be nothing more than a fucking whore. Fear-based society is what we're in at this time. However, I don't really feel like you're too fearful these days. Not with a Republican like Donald Trump heading for presidential election, and he will be elected. He already is elected, actually, because there is voter fraud. We've made movies about this shit. We know that Obama did some shit to fuck us all over, yet you still support him, Black American. Muslims. Mona Van is a Muslim. She ain't no fucking Christian. She's Christian Dior. And honestly, I don't even think she's Muslim. She ain't nobody. She's a no religious bitch who thinks that she runs her fucking shit. Little does she fucking know what's actually coming for her bitch ass, which is why she was called the chosen one. She thought she was winning her fucking game when the reality is her bitch ass lost the day that she showed up on any fucking form of platform associated to Gary Vee because she didn't know who she was fucking with. She didn't understand the background of who I am or who I've been or what my family is, what I'm up to, how hard I've worked, and the educational status of what I have inside me, which is more than a doctorate. It's multiple doctorates, an experience of life, and it's actual, authentic, real, and truthful. So while she prances around with no meat on her fucking body because she's fucking anorexic, while she eats a bean diet, farting in her underwear where diarrhea stains. Diarrhea stains reign her parade. She thinks business and entrepreneur is everything that she posts. There has not been one encounter that any of you had with that fucking bitch that led you to any more than just fucking downplaying yourselves and making you feel insecure. But there you go, staying in complete silence. And that is where we're headed in this world, with bitches and women who you will trust because of who? Kamala Harris says trust them. You can't trust Kamala Harris, much less trust any form of Democrat. It's fucking clear and obvious what these people are up to. It's all wheeling and dealing and finagling so that they can get ahead and you can fucking lose. That's not fucking business. That's fucking corruption. The reason why I voted for Donald Trump when I voted for Donald Trump is because I thought it was time that we had a businessman in office to deliver on business, because the government is business. People are business. Business is people. And so instead, what you did when he decided to save America, you wanted to destroy America. And that is what we're watching with the Democratic Party, with sticks up their fucking ass because they're failing miserably. And I'm showing you everything along the way. That's why they call him out for bullshit lies. You can do that, but you can't. So we're going to put you on the stand. It's actually not illegal, but it kind of looks illegal. That's why there's so many outlets of ways to look at what he did, of how it was wrong or right, which tells you right there that he is fucking innocent. And that means there is a jurisdiction of obstruction of justice, as well as a weaponization of the judicial system. And I told each and every one of you that they were going to be doing all kinds of weird ass shit, and Donald Trump was going to go through the motions so that he could save our asses. So when things like this happen to us, it will not happen to us. So we caught you, we caught you, we caught you, we caught you. The jury caught you. And we continue to catch you. And I continue to win, and I continue to produce. I continue to work with VeeFriends. I continue to tell you, you will not own VeeFriends. I own VeeFriends. I own Marvel. I own all the things that I say that I own, because I own the energy of it. I do not care what you have to say. I do not care about the money that you say you have. That is my money. Because you are not grown up enough to know what it means to be of integrity, to assist people in feeling protected from the alien shit or whatever garbage mentality that you all have created with your nasty movies and your nasty music and your nasty personalities and your boring ass lives and your boring ass videos and your uneducated selves. You are fucking horrible. The last thing I'll say on this is, have you ever been in a woman's bathroom, at a public restroom woman's bathroom, with tampons and bloody pads in the box? Same thing, what it looks like for a woman out of integrity. When a bunch of bitches get together, called a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme. You have no fucking right to be in this country. You have no fucking right to be seen in this country, you fucking Persian bitch. And that goes for all you motherfucking whores and sluts who are fucking evil as shit. You belong in the fucking dark. You belong away from us so we don't have to look at your fucking asses. You have nothing to say and nothing to teach, and you create misery amongst all of us. And if you're a millennial and Gen Z and you support that shit, you're fucking going down too. Whether you're off the internet or on the internet, that's for Sarah Trotta, Grace fucking Slut Dixon. Because guess what opportunity that you think you have on OnlyFans? I haven't even looked at OnlyFans, because all that shit, all you motherfucking whores on there, you're going to fucking jail. You're a bunch of morons with no fucking education. You're fucking robbing the people of taxes, which is a fucking illegal operation. See, the dude who owns OnlyFans is out of what, London? Again, a non-American company. While people and men from Middle East go onto the platform of TikTok and talk about men and women to have sex now, watch porn. That's fucking disgusting. That's called orgies. Boo-hoo cry. All she does is fuck. She has no emotion inside her. And Gary Vee looked at her like she was a bag of garbage. She thinks she's winning every time he posts that video. It's actually an utter amount of humiliation. And each one of you who he posts a video of, you better take a look that you are being humiliated. And that even goes for the Indian dude who wanted to marry the girl. But the parents said, get a job. And he said, I want to be an entrepreneur, and you're fucking weird as shit. The mentality of each and every one of you is like robot bullshit. You're not going to make it in this fucking business, and I'm going to make sure of that. How am I going to make sure of it? I'm going to give out as much content and as much information so that people can make their own decisions and their own choices by seeing through your fucking garbage and your bullshit of an Indian mind, because guess what? I know fucking Indian minds. Gotcha. The difference between me and them is I'm actually a good person. They're just trying to steal from you. That's the difference of equality that you bitches be talking about. You don't know shit about other people's culture. You don't understand shit about shit. You don't get shit. You didn't go to school. You don't have a fucking degree to know about world history. You're making shit up. We got little girls standing on pedestals with microphones talking shit about our forefathers. Sorry, bitch. You're out. You're going to disrespect what they got for you, which is freedom? You're going fucking down. Our founding forefathers are the reason why this fucking country works, so y'all better keep your fucking mouths fucking shut. And you better believe Nixon's involved in that shit, George Bush is involved in that shit, and a lot of other presidents that were all Republican are the ones that helped this country become who it is today. And people like Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and that piece of shit Obama, who's a Pakistani, tried to break us all fucking down. So you better be fucking aware of what's going down tonight, bitch. Fucking dumb piece of shit standing there with his fucking chocolate ice cream. Ooh, that's cute. You really think that man walking up to a fucking leader in the Middle East who's a fucking psycho bitch acting like that is going to get America to where we need to be and protected from that? You really think that shit? You got mental fucking problems, you kumbaya bitch. We got Russian submarines off Cuba because of Joe Biden. And if Donald Trump was in office right now, that would not be happening, because that's how fucking evil America is right now. You do fucking get that, right? Blaming Russia for protecting themselves from us? Fuck you. People are people, but you better believe culture is different. So American people, you really pretty much think as long as you act like you, and that is not democracy, bitches. So you better get your fucking heads on right tonight, mofos, because this bitch right here has got fucking cable, and she's gonna be watching that shit, she's gonna be posting shit, and she's gonna be putting your asses in your fucking place. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you all have... And that's what it actually takes to be a fucking leader. But you all don't know how to be that because you want a free fucking ride. So enjoy the rest of the day, because I'm going to get off this video, and I'm going to be producing more content in the form of VeeFriends, in the form of the debate, whatever comes up for me. I've got the turkey cooking in the oven because we are tenacious and we are not going to stop until my kids are safe. And that is why I do this work. That is why that I say what I say. And I will do whatever it takes to save America and the innocent people from the bullshit that these fucking foreign fucks have tried to do to us. And I got a team of people around me that you don't know who's in or who is a fucking undercover spy or who is a fucking enemy. So you better watch who you fucking talk to.